The year is 2009. You and your brother have just unboxed a brand new Xbox 360, delivered by the big man himself, Santa Claus. Times were simpler. There was nothing better than opening that big white and green box and playing any game you could get your hand on. Hearing your parents getting divorced in the other room, I think, is probably a universal experience from everyone. There was nothing better than hearing Indiana Jones fight enemies and your mum and dad fight too. Sorry, I'm off track. That's not what today's video is about. We're going to be talking about games that people simply forgot about. Games that were glorious in their prime, yet so overlooked in every capacity. And I'm here to bring light on them. I hope you guys enjoy the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Now, to actually kick off the video, we're going to be talking about a game that introduced me to the Xbox 360, essentially. I was 4 years old when this game came out, and I tell you, I scoured the internet trying to find different names for it. Little alien guy that enters people's bodies and explodes. Don't search that. Alien with rings, alien fine rings, you name it, I tried to find it. And I didn't realise one key point, and that was the name, Warp. Now, this game is fun for a number of reasons, and I'm going to see if it lives up to the hype, to be quite honest. Other than a long drawn out disposition. You know how difficult this was to source on a Windows computer as well? Like, I genuinely assumed this was only for Xbox 360. After a quick Google search and some purchases later, I was able to successfully find a place that sells the keys for it. Now, it feels pretty dulled down from what I can remember. I remember it being a lot more fast-paced, but at the same time, I was very young. Jesus Christ. It's like a memory game. Obviously, I know the alien's being tested, but it's 2 AM here. Like, you know, cut me some slack. There we go. Right. Here's one of the cooler things I remember about the game. I think it was the introduction of teleportation in a video game. Now, obviously, at the time of this game, there were plenty of games out there that had teleporting, but nothing as free, in my opinion anyway, as this one. And definitely, the idea of the top-down, like I mentioned, being so free in its ability to get wherever you want on the map, essentially. Yes! Right, I do remember it as well as I thought I did. And then you can literally, I've got the Xbox 360 controller for this, circle it and they'd explode. Literally, my favourite way. See what I mean? There's so many cool ways of getting about that. Ignore that. Right, perhaps with games that offer a lot of creative freedom, also miss the key point of creativity shouldn't. There we go. Essential things like this definitely shouldn't fault creative freedom. Again, still a good game for 2011. I don't fault that in the slightest. But at the end of the day, we'll see where it goes, because I, for one, am very excited. So there we go. That's the stuff I'm talking about. Being able to teleport freely. I don't know if I can show that on YouTube. Stuff like that was what made the game so cool as a child. You know, I don't actually remember getting past this part. I think I'm doing it just for the fun of it now.
We don't know how it did it, but that little bastard just turned the body at the morgue inside out. If you see anything suspicious, terminate it immediately.
Wait, am I supposed to be saving? Ooh. Okay. I can now warp silently. Jesus. So you know what? Warp in itself definitely isn't a bad game. It's difficult, don't get me wrong. Like, I remembered this being a lot easier. There's no... Oops. There's no difficulty system in this game, which, me personally, again, maybe if I spent a little bit more time on it, I'd enjoy it more. But it's a case of... It's probably one of the games that should have been left forgotten for the time being. That still doesn't make it any less fun.
Specimen has killed human staff member.
Oh?
That's right. Run.
You're an average Scottish man.
I can't let you roam free. You don't stand a chance. I'll find you.
You found me. We'll try that again. Just because I'm not being defeated by like a 16-year-old game.
I can't let you roam free. You don't stand a chance.
Sounds like Conquest. Stand ready for my arrival, worm.
You're mine.
Okay, sweet. Right, with that being said, we're going to move on to the next game. So, the next game I do want to talk about is something that, again, was quite hard for me to find, but for the wrong reasons. All I can remember from this game were cars, stunts, going over the top, and a mixed array of other things. Not once did it ever occur to me that the game I was looking for was called Stuntman, to be honest. Now, to gain access to this game, I had to do some technology stuff. I'm not repeating myself. And I had to find an Xbox 360 emulator because there's no way I was going to whip out the old Glorious just to show how bad it was. But yeah, let's get straight into it. Now let's hold your horses. Number one, I couldn't record any gameplay. Xbox 360 emulators suck. I'm never putting myself through that again. Instead, I'm going to talk over some actual gameplay and hope for the best.
2, 1, action.
So, straight off the bat, something that made this game so fun was the sheer freedom that you were provided with. Obviously, ignore the fact that you're given instructions along every mission. Think more about the fact that you just get to drive a cool car around and do stunts. And I think the broader appeal to this was definitely children, to say the least. Mainly because it was a lot easier to appeal to younger children on the Xbox 360, hence, you know, Kinect, Star Wars, you get the whole vibe going on. But this game was a treasure in itself. Not only did it give you the freedom to be a stuntman, to say the least, as a kid that was cool as balls, but again, playing this in your living room with family members kind of surrounding you as you suddenly go through lava pits, whole cool stunt programs that generally you wouldn't expect from a game of this time as well. The graphics, they definitely keep up, which surprised me to say the least. I obviously tried to play this myself, but the game wasn't able to be played at a crisp 20 FPS on a Windows PC. Look at that sign being broken down. Wow. Wow. Fire, lava, drift. Wow. Wow. You get the idea I'm going for here, guys. I'm not going to patronise you. The game in itself was quite fun. I'm quite surprised that they didn't try to make any games like this from this point forward, to be honest. Especially a Windows port would definitely have been extremely nice to see somewhere along the lines. But I feel like this game shouldn't have been forgotten. It's definitely something that I certainly enjoyed as a kid. I don't know about you guys, but it was fun, it was time consuming, and I guess that's what everyone was after as a kid. Some way to kill the time, whether you've just got back from school, whether you're about to go to school, whether it's 3 AM and your dad's just told you to turn off the TV, so you mute the TV and try to consume as much bedtime as possible. And then, you know, go to school the next day and pretend like none of it ever happened and you went to bed at a crisp 8 AM. PM. I'm not going to correct myself any further. If you guys did enjoy the video, don't forget to like and subscribe for more content like this. I will be trying to upload as much as I can in as little space as I can as well. If you guys have any tips for me, any tricks, any games you want me to play, don't forget to drop them in the comment section down below as well, as it supports me a great deal trying to figure out what YouTube games to play, or, you know, just in general what you guys will enjoy. With that being said, guys, I'll see you all in the next video.